victims now that she's divorcing Simon. I see a lot of similarities that's happening in this current divorce that happened in the past. Told to me on several occasions that Simon was actually Dennis's business partner. That Simon was actually Dennis's business partner. Prior, all during the time that Simon and Fallon had announced their divorce, and around the time that Porsha announced her engagement to Simon. So Jessica Harris detailed meeting Simon, having drinks, and he was telling her that he was depressed about his divorce to Fallon. Nevertheless, Simon did respond and he denied the allegations via Instagram. Now, Jessica also said that, Simon asked her to take the videos down, but she did not. She continued to do interviews with the Jasmine brand. All of this is out for the public to see, including Porsha. Here's what Porsha had to say. Our relationship began a month ago. Yes, we are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we are living life each day to the fullest. I choose happiness every morning and every night, turning out all negative energy and only focused on positive wishes. He makes me happy, and to me, that is all that matters the most. For all of you that need fat public to see, including Porsha, here's what Porsha had to say. Our relationship began a month ago. Yes, we are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we are living life each day to the fullest. I choose happiness every morning and every night. All negative energy and only focused on positive wishes. He makes me happy, and to me, that is all that matters the most. For all of you that need facts, I get the optics, but Simon filed for a divorce from a previous marriage in January. I had nothing to do with their divorce filing. That's between the two of them. Fallon and I are not friends, and Simon's divorce has been settled. Our relationship is our relationship is a positive, loving step forward in everybody's life. Simon and Dennis are committed to being respectful and supportive of my happiness in this situation, as well as being the best co-parents that they can be to baby PJ. Sorry, y'all. Two black men stepping up and being amazing people. Let's praise them. It's truly a beautiful moment in my life and cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. XOXOP. Love wins. Soon after that, Fallon revealed to us that not only was Porsha Simon's side piece, she was also wearing Fallon's clothes. Among some other claims that Fallon had against Porsha, she said that Porsha was in fact Simon's side chick, and that Simon was very controlling. He didn't want her to work, and she was stuck with his kids 100% of the time. And apparently Simon's kids may have some disabilities, and so it was difficult for Fallon to juggle her kids, his kids, but she enjoyed doing it. Things I will remember that Fallon said about Simon. She said that Simon was sleeping with his assistant, and also these two were in marital counseling. Portia again ignored all of the warning signs. See, it's one thing when a person is hating on you, don't want your relationship to thrive, they're still in love with the other person, and they just don't want to see you guys happy. And it's another thing when a person is in a place of peace and they can just speak their truth and hopes to reach you. I don't think that was Fallon's point and purpose of saying what she went through with Simon. Don't get me wrong. Becoming evident through the interviews that Fallon was doing that Simon wasn't a great person behind closed doors. So I feel like Porsha should have took heed, but she did not. She proceeded to marry him within months of knowing him. Forward to present day, we know some documents has been floating around to media sources, and the nanny of Simon and Porsha kids has been named in this redacted document. And she is claiming that she has worked since 2020 for Simon, and this is prior to Porsha and Simon's marriage, by the way. But anyway, she said, I was in charge of managing things around the home, taking care of the children, overseeing the vendors, and anything else that needed to be done. I work every day at the Marshall residence. Some days I work 10 to 11 hours a day, and some days I spend a night at the home depending on what needs to be done. I'm always around, she said. Simon is such a good man. I have never seen him be violent or angry. He is very mild-mannered and just a nice guy. So this is a witness for Simon. She says also the employee said Porsha reached out to her on February 22nd and asked if she could stay the night. She agreed. The woman said Porsha came to her that day and wished her happy birthday and gave her flowers. The woman said Porsha left the home that evening and never came back. The next day, Porsha filed for a divorce. The employee said that she had to watch Simon's children the following night because Porsha left the home and Simon was traveling. She said, I could not go to my home from Thursday, February 22nd, 2024 until Monday, February 26, 2024, because Porsha left the Marshall residence without telling me, and it was the week Simon's children were at home. Simon returned to the house surprised of the divorce and without help from his wife. eerily similar to what Cordell Stewart was saying about Porsha once she made her appearance on Real Housewives of Atlanta, that these two had an agreement, that Porsha pretty much knew what he expected of her as a wife, and then as soon as she became popular, famous, became recognized on TV, that's when she abandoned her responsibilities as a wife. I never knew this, but Cordell also said that the reason why he pursued the divorce between he and Porsha is because Porsha told him that the reason why she hadn't divorced him yet is because she didn't have the funds. Now that was left out throughout the whole debacle, unless we just wasn't paying attention because we just didn't like Cordell. But here's what he had to say 10 or 12 years ago.
And the only reason she's not following is because she don't have the money and she don't have nothing to lose? Are you kidding me? These $3+ million I done put into this wedding and this house and got a mama and everybody in it? A brother coming to the house with all his kids and my son wants to have a birthday party and you say he can't have a birthday party because you're uncomfortable? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
It could be that Simon is trying to ruin Porsha's career. I just can't seem to stop thinking about how she tried to ruin Cordell's. Do y'all remember the rumors that was circulated about him being gay and how he had to go on a tour to convince people that he's not gay? Like, this man was defending his sexuality because of things that Porsha said openly on a show, saying that, Simon is trying to oppress her, harass her, annoy her, overburden her. It's just interesting how the tables turn. Also, Cordell revealed that on many occasions his son was looking for Porsha and Porsha was not at the house. And he didn't know how to break it to his son that mama was busy. Mama was, trying to get her career off the ground. But when it became evident that Porsha did not want to slow down and, quite frankly, she didn't want to be told what to do, he had to divorce her because his kid came first. And I can't do anything but respect that. Is there more to the story with Cordell and Porsha? I'm sure. But those parts of her was left out. And it made me think of it when I saw Simon talk about the children and a nanny. Now, could Simon be exaggerating some stuff in these documents? Absolutely. But Porsha has just simply met her match. I just don't understand how Porsha is able to marry and date these high-valued, high-powered men and she leave with nothing at the end of the day. Something ain't right. But y'all tell me y'all thoughts and opinions below. Make sure you share the content. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
Warning, warning, warning.